Hello and welcome to the Lauren Blackwell channel. So I've been wondering, and I have some questions about this Shannon Sharpe issue, okay? So Jonathan Majors, when he was accused of being violent with his partner, he ran to Megan Good, okay, and started this whole relationship, and everyone thought that he was being wrongly accused. The entire black community were all up in arms and defended him because they thought that he was being accused of something he did not do, to tear him down because he's climbing up in the industry and he's finally succeeding in his career. And so, people actually believe that. The video that was posted of him running away from his girlfriend made him look innocent, because it looked like he was actually trying to get away from an accusation that he believed that he was going to have to face, and he was still accused, and it went to court and things did not exactly go in his favor. So everyone felt bad for him, right? He ran to Megan Good, they did everything, they got married and everything, and then it came out that he actually was violent towards her. And when that came out with the video, with the audio of him admitting that he was actually violent, what happened? It was crickets. There was no steam behind everyone who said he was being accused. All of a sudden, I heard nothing from anybody else. And he was quiet, his wife is quiet, and it's like, what happened to the conspiracy theory of people trying to take down a successful black man? It was almost as if it never happened, right? What happened to the theory? I guess it's nowhere to be found. Okay, so let's talk about Jeezy. When Jeezy was accused by his ex-wife, I keep forgetting her name, but his ex-wife for being violent, what did he do? He ran to Nia Long. He ran to do an interview with Nia Long, and he portrayed himself as this guy who's just doing his best in the world, and he's just, trying to find his way and whatever. And people did see through that, but that does not change the fact that that helped him a lot. That really helped his image, because all of that died down. Just like Jonathan Majors, all of this talk about him being a violent person died down and nobody is talking about it. And I know for a fact that there was a lot of people talking about how, Jeannie Mai, yeah, that's her name. A lot of people were talking about how Jeannie Mai is just trying to tear him down, and they did not like her because she said some not so nice things about some black people, and they did not like her, so they did not take her side. A lot of people were not empathizing with her. Her accusations towards Jeezy were actually quite serious. It was almost like a full-on fight, and he was almost attacking her, and it sounded pretty serious to me, right? But when he did that interview with Nia Long, everything got neutralized. Suddenly, the conspiracy of people trying to take down an innocent black man disappeared, and we're no longer hearing anything about the horrible things that Jeezy may have done to Jeannie Mai. Okay, so let's fast forward to now Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe is being accused of something similar. It always has to do with women, okay? It's never a guy. It's never a man of their own size. It's always a woman. He is now being accused of being violent towards this 19 or 20-year-old girl that he was in a relationship for about a couple of years. And while I'm not saying that he actually did it, what I am saying is I think people need to be careful on how strongly they stand behind any of these men. Because a lot of the time, it turns out that the accusations are true. A lot of the times, it seems as if the accusations are more true than false. It may not have happened exactly the way that it is said, but some way, somehow, some of the things that they're accused of ends up being true. A lot of people are saying that it seems like this girl is trying to extort Shannon. A lot of people believe this. And the reason for that is that she was recording in the first place. I don't understand why this is so many people's argument, because if someone has a habit of threatening you, someone who is in a higher position than you, older than you, is wealthier, etc. If they have a habit of threatening you and your conversations with them tend to end up with you feeling threatened, I feel like it's common sense that you will begin to record your conversations with them in anticipation that you will catch that when you record. So, as far as why she started recording, that to me is not strange at all. I mean, it's 2025, people record lots of things, and under the circumstances, if you feel like something is gonna go left, you begin recording before it actually happens. So yeah, that's not strange to me. Do I think that it's possible that she really was trying to extort him? Of course it is possible. It's 2025. This happens all the time. I doubt that she truly was head over heels in love with Shannon, between the age gap and just him as a person. He's not exactly, you know what, I don't want to criticize him too much, but I don't think she was head over heels in love with him. I'll just leave it at that. But I think it is possible. However, just because people do role play and all these other crazy things does not mean that they do not experience violence or behaviors that they do not consent to at a particular time. So basically, consenting at a specific time does not mean consenting every time. While we do not know exactly what happened yet, what I will say is that based on the track record of all of these types of men who act like Shannon Sharpe, I personally refuse to vouch for or honestly believe what they say until I see some proof, because time and time again they come out, they seem like someone's targeting them and they're being harassed and extorted for no reason other than the fact that they're men, they're black, and they're wealthy. And then months, weeks down the road, we find out that some of the things that they were accused of, they actually really did do. And perhaps it could not be proven at that time. So at some point, we just have to have some common sense and put two and two together and say, look, sometimes this is just a pattern for certain types of men to do certain types of things. And we've seen it enough times that we cannot just blindly trust that they are being extorted for no reason. As far as the audio that was released where he said he was gonna choke her if she used the word manipulate, that did not sound like role play to me. I don't know why people are using that audio to say that Shannon is innocent. To me, that sounds like he really was upset about what she said and he really did threaten her. None of that sounded like role play to me. None of it sounded like a joke to me. And the fact that she was recording him unexpectedly does not change the fact that he said what he wanted to say. If you are not saying violent things to me, I can record you all day, every day, and no violent words will be recorded. So the fact that I am recording you, which by the way is not to your knowledge does not automatically mean that you're going to start to act out of character. No, that is you. Whatever was captured in that recording, that is you. So whatever we heard, that was Shannon. That was Shannon threatening the girl. And he never clarified to say, oh no, that recording was just us role playing and later on we met up. Like, he never clarified that specific recording. So we cannot just assume that that particular recording was not him threatening her with something violent. Whether or not they role played a week before, 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after, an hour after, that does not change the fact that in that audio, he was threatening her with violence. He did not he did not make it sound sexual. Maybe if we listen to more of the recording, more of it will be revealed. If we listen to more context, perhaps it will turn out that it was just role play. But as far as what we heard, and we did not hear all of it, obviously, but from what we heard, that sounded like a threat to me. So I don't know what people are talking about. Shannon Sharpe is what, 50 something years old, 54, 56 years old, and he is still having problems with 19 and 20-year-old girls. How ridiculous is it? At some point, these men just have to admit that it is time for them to grow up. He either needs to find a wife or he needs to find a partner that is more stable, that he can get into a stable relationship with, so that he is not bouncing from one OnlyFans girl to the next one to the next one. Because if you are interacting with so many girls as a man and behaving the way that you're behaving, just being overly sexual and using violent words whenever you feel like, it is only a matter of time before you're going to come across a girl that is going to put you in a very difficult situation, just as he is now. If he does not want to find a life partner, he needs to find a girl that he can trust, that he can like be in a relationship with, a stable relationship with, so that he does not have so many different partners. Nothing good comes out of having tons and multitudes of partners. Like, I don't know if it's an insecurity thing with him. I don't know what it is. But it's time for him to calm down and realize that he is just too old to be in this kind of drama with a girl this young. So yeah, I wonder what black girl or black woman he's going to do an interview with or begin to associate with in order to neutralize this hit that his reputation has taken, because his reputation has definitely taken a hit. There's some people that are not going to want to associate with him while he has this going on. So the sooner he settles, well, I don't know if he wants to settle, but the sooner he takes care of this and be done with it, the better for him. Because he's not going to get out unscathed. This is going to affect his work in some way. Hopefully, he's able to bounce back if he did not do the things that he's accused of. I wish them both the best. I hope they learn from this. And yep, that's it. Like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.